Have you ever watched Marlo's 5 years of VanillaPvP montage and asked yourself, how is she freaking crystalling so fast? Well, I did, and I learned this method for about 1 month, and that's what today's video is about. Learning 3 secret crystal methods in 2 months. And at the end of the video, I will tell you if the methods are worth learning or not. Okay, let's start with the first of all methods, 32 CPS keyboard placing. But first of all, I have to explain how keyboard placing works. So, if you hold a key on your keyboard, you'll notice that it spams super fast. And when you bind that key to right click in Minecraft, you will be able to place blocks super fast, and also you will have a super fast crystal speed. No, seriously, it's super OP. So I grabbed my old keyboard just to use it with my foot. And after 1 hour, my gameplay looked like this. Yeah, but I can't D-tap at all, even with software. Okay. If you speak from the devil. And I didn't hit any D-tap there, but I noticed how much more knockback the bot got. In comparison, here is a normal clip of D-tapping. So the D-tapping worked pretty well, but there was one other major issue. Yeah, my anchoring is pretty bad. And in this clip, I definitely understated how bad my anchors were. So here's a comparison to my anchors nowadays. And about 1 week later, my hit crystals got pretty consistent and my anchors were okay as well. But I want you to understand how hard it is to anchor with this method. So try to do this movement with your foot. Try it 10 times per second. Okay, maybe 10 times is too much. Then try 5 times. It's impossible to be able to click so fast with your foot as with your fingers. But I also noticed that my XPing and blocking up speed got way faster, which is not so important but still pretty cool. But I was just not consistent at anchoring. I even got this clipped on my practice, but it's just not enough for keyboard placing to be a good method. Overall, I would give that method 2.5 out of 5 stars, because it positively affects your crystal, XPing and blocking up speed, but the anchors get more inconsistent with this method. So let's move on to the next method, 10 CPS keyboard placing. Basically it's the same as 32 CPS keyboard placing, but with 10 CPS. It's done by pressing Windows and R and typing in Control keyboard. And then you can control how fast your keys are spamming and how fast they start spamming. And by limiting this spam speed to 10 clicks per second, you can anchor by holding your second keyboard down. So on the second day, my anchors already been pretty fast. Okay, I'm actually kidding. This what you see on screen right now is my first 20 minutes of 10 CBS keyboard placing, which is insane. Even though my crystal speed went down, I was absolutely hyped. For me, it was also really easy to get used to this method, because I've already used the foot keyboard for a week or two, because it was also important in 32 CPS keyboard placing. And because of this, I began beating high tier players again. In comparison to 32 CPS keyboard placing, I got a huge skill boost on the first days. But after this, I felt like I was stuck at the same level and wouldn't improve at all. This, for example, is recorded 3 days after the last clip you've seen. I actually kept practicing for a week or so, but didn't record there. And in this week I got pretty consistent, but one issue also were the other game modes.
Digga, warum kennt man den überhaupt, der hier gerade noch mit drin ist? Ich kenne ihn gar nicht.
Because this method gave me so high skill boost at the beginning, and because it can help anyone achieve very fast and consistent game mechanics easily, it's rated 4 out of 5 stars. The reason that it didn't get 5 stars is that in other game modes, right-clicking with your feet sucks, and can also make it hard to fly with an ledger properly in Crystal. So let's move on to the last method. I don't know how to really call it, but DrDonut invented it, so DrDonut Crystal method. This one actually doesn't require keyboard placing. Because he's the inventor of it, I'll let DrDonut himself explain the method.
It's about time I finally reveal how I anchor so fast, how I crystal so fast. I think I'm the only one who does this. I've never heard of anyone else who does. I sort of came up with the method as well. I'll explain it. So if you look at my controls, I have super exotic keybinds. My jump is left click, and my hit button, like my attack button, is space. So as you can see, I'm holding my mouse in the air. I'm still able to hit.
We don't care rate bases.
Alright, some people ask me. So you can see, I'm hitting with spacebar whenever I play. Hold on, let me try to zoom in so y'all can see. And then the reason I do that is because I want to constantly be able to use both of my main fingers to spam click my right click, so that I can place blocks super fast. So I can anchor really fast, so I can place my crystals really fast. Whenever I crystal, this is what I do. I place obsidian, I place the crystals, and then I spam space to break, and I spam right click with 2 fingers to place. So I can go super fast.
And I actually practiced this method a lot, like really much. But accidentally I didn't record like anything of it. But I've recorded like 2 hours of gameplay with it. So I will put this into a montage. And I also got to tier test with this method. So you'll see that as well. And now actually the test. My goal was low tier 3 because I was high tier 4 at the time. Jeez. I was pretty good there, right there. Whew. Nah, I was too slow toteming right there. No, Please, seid hier vor. No, what's hide here 5? Was für High Tier 5?
Du bist da?
Ja.
Geil.
Ich habe sogar das Modpack schon geladen. Und dann kam Tiertest. Und ich habe High Tier. Yeah, I was pretty upset there. But now, around half a year later, I can understand the tester's decision. Because my skill wasn't even close to low tier 3. And also not high tier 4. Maybe he could have given me low tier 4, but I think high tier 5 is okay for there. I'm very sorry that I couldn't show you more footage with the donut method, but I will have to rate it now. So I will give it 4.5 out of 5 stars in normal combat, since you can't stun with it, and it's also sometimes harder with base as attack. But for Crystal, I will have to give it a 5 out of 5, because it literally has no downsides. Alright, that's it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you think about learning keyboard placing too, I'd recommend you to just let it be. But if you're sure you want to go for it, you can check out Pitviper's video on it. It helped me a lot. I've linked it in the description below. The only thing I would recommend to you is the donut method. It would also mean a lot for me if you'd subscribe, because for the effort I put into my videos, I have relatively few subscribers. You can also join my Discord server, link is in the description, for updates, texture packs and more. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. Take care and I'll see you in the next video.